everybody, it's Katie. Welcome back. You know I love to pass along a good resource when I find one, and man, do I have a good one to share today. It is the Toy Library, a recent discovery I made, and just like it sounds, it's a library for toys instead of books. That's a thing, and it's kind of amazing. This is a totally free service and is a great way to, kind of keep things fresh, keep your kids from getting bored with the things that they have. If you're really into the minimalism thing, it's a way to kind of bring toys into your house temporarily, but then not have to actually store them and deal with them and have that kind of clutter in your life. It is a great way to try out new things if you're considering a purchase and kind of see if your child is really interested or not. And also a great way of exploring and being able to work on and focus on specific skills or specific concepts, until your child kind of masters them. So I'm going to talk specifically about the toy library in my area, although there are toy libraries throughout the United States and throughout the world. For the United States, there's actually a website that lists all the toy libraries from state to state, and I will link you guys to that. That'll be my first link below in the description box. If you do just a little bit of web searching, if you live in a place outside of the US, I'm sure you'll be able to find something somewhere. So I'm going to explain a little bit about how the toy library in my area that we've been using, how it all works, what the program is like, and also show you some examples of toys that my kids have been liking. I've been liking them a little bit myself too. For anybody lucky enough to be local to the Cleveland, Ohio area, this is all through the Cuyahoga County library system, so that's not a secret. The toy library program here is through the county library system. There's something like 30 branches all around the Cleveland area. There might be one close to you. For my toy library, all you need is a library card. It's totally free as long as you live in the area to be eligible for the library card. And there isn't actually a physical location, like a toy library that you go to and kind of pick things off shelves or something like that. It's all done through the website, and the item that you like, you request it, and then it's brought to whatever branch is convenient for you. So you just go to your regular library branch, pick up the toy, and you return it there too. So it's a very easy process. If you're already checking out books, it's that exact same process. So our toy library's collection is searchable through the main county library website. They have over 800 toys for anyone from birth, definitely through elementary school. There are hundreds and hundreds of toys appropriate to my kids' ages, which are 2 and 4. Tons of stuff for babies, toddlers, preschoolers, and beyond. You can search by keyword, which I love. So you can search for all of the active play kind of toys. You can search for imaginative play toys. If you're working on letters or shapes or colors or whatever, just click on that keyword and find dozens and dozens of toys appropriate to that topic. Some of the toys are more what you would think of as being traditionally kind of educational toys, but a lot of them are just fun things too. Each toy also comes with a book that's sort of loosely related to the toy. I'll show you my examples in just a second. If you have any concerns about the germs, on a toy that passes through a lot of, different kids' hands or whatever, all the toys are inspected and cleaned and sanitized when you return them. So when you get them and bring them to your house, they're already clean. So I really don't have too many concerns about the grossness factor. So here are a few things we have at home right now. The first is this large wooden puzzle. It is made in the Netherlands. It's very nice quality. Not only are you creating the picture of the crocodile, but each piece has a uppercase letter on it that then you match to the lowercase letter under there. So both my kids really love this one. And it came with a book that has a crocodile character down there. The next thing is made by Kid-O, which is a very nice brand. I actually saw this exact item in a fancy toy store a couple weeks ago for $40, and I'm using it for free. So Alice is working on her lowercase letters and writing them right now. This uses magnets, so it's magnetic beads, if you can see that. These little metal balls. You use the stylus wand, whatever you call it. It has a magnet on it, obviously, to bring the beads forward. It tells you exactly what to do first, which direction to go. That one came with this very cool alphabet book of Amazonian animals. The next thing is this enormous duffel bag full of sort of stepping stones that are supposed to sort of look like forest things. I don't know really how to explain it. It's called Step a Forest, and it is stepping stones and things. It's supposed to look like a tree ring. This is really high quality plastic, and this is non-slip stuff on it so that it, you know, isn't going to slide on your carpet or whatever. There are like soft ones like this. There are sort of like balance beam pieces like this. So we're going to use this to make like an obstacle course and to work on balance and stuff like that and to work on jumping. This is like a really big bulky toy that I wouldn't want to make or can't make room in my house for, but it's really neat, and especially in the winter when we are not going to the playground as often as we used to, it's neat for the kids to be able to kind of have some of that physical activity. And the last thing is this fairy treehouse, dollhouse type thing. It has a little car driven by a snail, very cute. It has 3 little fairy characters and a couple pieces of furniture. And there are different things that move. You can raise and lower this little basket. Of course, all the little doors and things. A secret room up here. Both my kids are loving to pretend with that one. This I specifically looked for because right before Christmas, Alice started talking about wanting a dollhouse, and that was not something that we had budgeted for, planned for, done any research on, or whatever. So that was definitely not going to happen. But, you know, with that idea in mind, I thought, let's see if she'll even play with something like that. So I was able to borrow this. Both kids are really into it, so we can kind of, you know, think in the future, well, maybe it is worth an investment in some kind of dollhouse. It's also sparked her interest in fairies, which she's never had any like knowledge of before or interest in, but now she's asking like, where do fairies come from? You know, tell me stories about fairies, things like that. Because this is such a cool program and it's free, there is a wait list for a couple things. The most I've had to wait was maybe about 3 weeks or so. Right now I'm waitlisted for a game. There are a ton of games in the toy library. I want that sneaky snacky squirrel game or something like that. I think it's very popular. We've never played it, but I keep hearing good things about it. So that's in there, and I'm also waiting for a little wooden cake that teaches you fractions, because Alice is doing lots of cooking and baking and asking about measurements and things like that and how things are divided. So I promised to pass along ideas for beating cabin fever this winter, and that is my first one. Are you as impressed as I was? If you're in an area that has a toy library that you've already discovered and you already know about, leave a comment below for anybody else in your area, link to it, whatever. Stay tuned for more fun stuff, and thanks for watching. Shout out to my Thor Band-Aid I just noticed. Well done.